Mm. Hey guys, it's Coffee with Rob again. So you're looking to choose some suspension parts, but you're not quite sure how to do it. Watch this video, see how to do it. If you haven't watched this before, it's Robgillt, it's Capetownspares. Let's get to it. Let's go and check this out, guys. So you need to buy some suspension parts. You're not quite sure how to go about it online. It can be quite tricky. It can be quite daunting. Okay. So while on the website we do have the Find My Part number and we do have the vehicle checks and all the rest of it, it can be quite difficult to choose which one. Because in many cases, for example with CV joints, there's like 3 CV joints that fit on one car. You know, they've got different sizes, different teeth and all the rest of it. So what I always recommend with suspension parts, guys, if you can, take the part out. Take the part out first and do the measurements, because we try and put the measurements on the site as well so that you can actually see. So for example, a CV joint, count the number of splines on the outside, number of splines on the inside, measure the diameters, and you'll get an idea of which one is in your car. That's quite a frequent thing that happens. And then the other thing that is of major concern, for example, bushes, trailing arms, things like that, ball joints. Take yours out, measure the shafts, measure the sizes, check what's in there. Have a look at what's in there, have a look at the picture. If you can, take a picture and send it to us, we'll have a look and see what we've got, right? Because that can be quite a thing as well. Samples can be quite important on suspension parts and bushes. Then the other thing is, if you need a trailing arm, do you need to change the whole trailing arm, or can you just press the old bushes out and put new ones in, which is much cheaper? Or is it much cheaper? How much is the labor going to cost you to press the old ones out and press new ones in? Work that out as well. Sometimes it's just cheaper to buy the whole arm. You know, that it does get like that. So if you're going that route, make sure that you check that out. And also CV joints, you know, some people say, give me a whole shaft. Is it cheaper to buy the whole shaft, or is it cheaper just to have the CV joint fitted? If the CV joint boot is packed up, don't you think you should change the CV joint? I know it's a lot of work to get it in and out. Shocks are also another big thing, you know. Generally shocks come as they are. There is no choice. You either get a strut or you get an insert depending on the type of car. So just accept what you get and just replace them accordingly. If you can replace them yourself, great. If you can't, you'll have someone have to do it for you. You know, when you're replacing brakes, check the discs. Are they worn out? Are they not worn out? That sort of thing, because that's quite important as well. You don't want a worn out disc, because the brake pads could just shatter the thing or whatever the case while you're driving. So watch out for that scenario. And then there's a lot of other things to check out for while you're working. You know, sorry, that's just something coming in on the PC there. You really need to have a look at, if you are changing things on the back suspension, you know, what kind of suspension you've got. Things for the rear suspension are not as available as they are for the front suspension. So samples there quite important, but normally people do most of the replacements on the front. Noises on the front suspension are often related to rubbers, bushes, things on stabilizer arms, that sort of thing. When you're touring and they go crack, 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 it's often that's just a rubber that's giving you issues. Look at the rubbers, replace them all if they're old, because they start to harden and they start to lose their strength. Tie rod ends and ball joints, you know, I don't know if you know how to check it. You jack the car up and you just feel the wheel. You can check if the tie rod end is worn out or the ball joint is worn out. It's easy to replace those items. If you're buying tie rod ends, buy both. If you're buying ball joints, try to buy both. Replace it as a set. Ball joints you can get away with one. Tie rod ends not so much. Now tie rod ends, it's much better to buy a set. You put both sides in, you have the wheel alignment done, and you know it's fine. So guys, it's just a little bit about suspension, not a lot. Just to, you know, help you on and what have you. If you're looking for the parts on our site, while I say we do have some find the part numbers, not everything's under the vehicle catalogs. So you're welcome to send us a message. Try not to call because we are so busy. But send us a message and we'll get back to you with the part numbers and the links for what to buy. Just give us all the details of the vehicles and we'll help you out with that. So thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and visit the website that's down in the description below. Till next time guys, it's Robgillt. Cheers.